Welcome back to another book club. I'm so excited to do another one with Dr. Alexandra Salman. If you missed the last one on Loving Bravely, it was a hit. It was so much fun. And we're going to lead into the next one, which is all about sex, which, I mean, you can't talk relationship and not talk about sex. And it's one of those subjects that there's not really a lot of great education on. So, Dr. Salman, please tell us, what will we be diving into?
Right. Yeah, coming off of the Loving Bravely book, I was really aware that this whole area of sexuality was a space and a conversation that needed some thoughtful, slow unpacking. And so what we're doing with this book is we're basically moving from an outside in experience of sexuality to an inside out experience of sexuality. So this idea is that there's a relationship between me and my sexuality, between you and your sexuality. And that primary relationship, how do you relate to your erotic self, is a tender relationship that a lot of us haven't had a chance to unpack, right? Because like sex education is all about fear, what not to do, and how incredibly dangerous sex is. So a lot of us get to adulthood and we have no idea how to talk about our own erotic self. Like, what is that part of us? And we have internalized a whole bunch of messages, right? That's the outside in. We've internalized these messages, but we haven't really cultivated like from the inside out. Who am I as a sexual beast in the world? So that's what we're doing with this book.
It's a sexual beast. I love it. And I think too, it just goes to show like even when our parents try to have the talk with us, it's like the most awkward, dysfunctional talk where we actually learn less about sex than we knew going into the talk. So I'm excited that we're going to be having this conversation about the research and us diving deep within ourselves. And I want to speak to all of the people who are listening that this book is geared towards a feminine sort of reader, but as a male reader, I loved it because it not only gave me a perspective into the messages I received about sex, it also gave me a perspective of what women have been taught about sex. And that always just broadens our view and just teaches us more so we can go in with, as you speak to a lot in Loving Bravely, raising our relational awareness so that when we are going in consciously into these acts of intimacy, whether it be sexual or emotional, that we are just more empowered with more knowledge. So I'm so excited. Thank you for joining me again for another book club. And I know all the people who just did the last one will be excited that we are going to be hitting up a new one with you. So thank you so much.
I love it. I'm really excited. This is going to be, it's not a how-to. We're not talking about how to do sex better. It really is about who do we want to be as sexual human beings, and how do we want to show up for that really intimacy building part of relationship. So I'm very excited.
And I think we can just put our egos aside and just say we can all get better at that. That's just the truth. And as human beings, we need to learn about our sexuality and all the things that go into it because it's a dance and there's so many stories that are happening within the experience.
Absolutely. I can't wait.